Philadelphia, are you ready?
They said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome everybody to Brotherly Love Wrestling, and on today's show we decided to switch it up a little bit, and since we are almost at the Royal Rumble, we figured we'd do a little just a random Royal Rumble. And today we have our producer Bill joining us on camera. Bill, welcome.
What's up?
And Joe, how are you feeling today?
I'm here too, damn it. I'm here all the time. You introduced him first?
Well, he's not here all the time.
He's in the freaking background all the time. They know who he is by now.
They can't hear me in the background.
Yeah.
Every time I'm talking, only you guys can hear me. Not even, and the interviewee can hear me.
Shut up.
The stream can't.
So, anyway, we are watching the 2010 Royal Rumble. So
for some reason, who knows why?
Yeah, just because. But so if you want to watch along with us before we hit play, if you want to pause this, get to 1 hour and 44 minutes and 56 seconds, right on that jump to time down below. And then we're going to hit play, all watch, and just talk about what's going on. And I'm sure we will trail off and do other things. So guys,
I plan on doing that more than I actually plan on talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
So, I have a feeling that we're going to get like 20 minutes into this and we're going to be talking about something that has nothing to do with the actual match that's occurring.
I mean, how good could this possibly be? This is kind of like when I tuned out of wrestling for a little bit. I came back next year, 2011, and that I'll never watch again. I don't know how I still watch wrestling still because of that. It was god-awful.
Yeah.
One of the worst.
Which was the 40-man, right?
It was the 40-man, and the worst possible person to win that won it. Alberto Del Rio. That piece of shit.
But then again, we also saw when we were looking for the Rumble that Ezekiel Jackson had a match on this for the ECW championship. So if we really want to talk irrelevant superstars.
Oh, I wasn't talking irrelevant. I was just talking about biggest asshole.
Oh, yeah.
That too.
Easily.
So, are we ready?
You ready to do this? Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so count of three. We'll hit the
play
button.
No. How are we doing this? 3, 2, 1, go, and you go on go.
You click the button on go.
Okay.
Do you want to call it?
I want to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call it. We ready? You keep freezing, Larry. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm waiting for you.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Who still got the circle?
We're good.
I'm still loading.
Uh-oh.
I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Mine started right away, but that's because I'm doing mine on a high-powered PC. So mine was
I'm doing mine on a high-powered PC. I'm at 150. I'm at 145.12. 13.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I have no idea who's going to be coming out because I actually have to mute my audio because the recording is going to pick up my computer audio.
That's okay.
All right.
I think I'm the only one with the volume up.
Really?
Yeah, because the mic can't pick it up.
All right, who's coming out first? Good start.
I love Ziggler at this point.
Ziggler, yeah, he's been around for so long, and he's always been like solid. I'd say he's always been solid to really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes great.
Around this time, he was the most over superstar on the roster.
Yeah. But how consistently good he's always been when he got into this role as the show off.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He's been consistent. He's been consistently good. Like, he just had it, and I don't know what the hell it was that Vince didn't see in him. Was it that freaking comparison to Shawn Michaels that just killed him?
Probably, and trying to be like Michaels.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, Seidel or Evan Bourne.
Evan Bourne, another one who's still freaking solid. Although he does have 2 botched, what are they, shooting stars?
Yeah.
On record. That one was really bad.
Wait, honestly, the only thing I remember most is that shooting star RKO. That was him, wasn't it? The shooting star RKO?
I mean, unfortunately, that is like the thing that gets played the most just because of Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So that's really the only thing that we ever get to see him about.
But yeah, at this point, like, there was the Monday after Raw in Jersey. The Mania they did, like, right after what was it, the MSG one, where Dolph cashed in on Alberto.
Oh yeah,
that was one of the biggest pops ever.
Yeah,
that was. I don't know, man. I put it up there. Him, Rollins, and Edge, I think, get the best. Punk's up there too. I like Punk's, but I mean, just for moments, it's gotta be Ziggler or Rollins, right?
Yeah, I think Ziggler has it. Honestly, the pop that occurred, that episode of Monday Night Raw following Mania was the one that gave the reputation to the Raw after Mania.
Yes.
That is. I'll give you that one. I think that's pretty true.
So, because that was the singing of Fandango's theme song throughout all the matches. There was the JBL, Mike Chioda, Jerry, and Michael Cole chants during the Sheamus Randy Orton match. There was the sexual chocolate chant when Mark Henry came out to confront Cena as champion. There was
Wait, was that the retirement? That wasn't the retirement speech.
No. That was the Hall of Pain.
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
the devil.
Yeah. And
CM Punk.
it was also
you know what's fucked up? Not to cut you short, but we could still theoretically get these 3 in the ring at the same time again.
Theoretically.
Yeah, I mean, Punk, Ziggler, and now Seidel.
Yeah. From 10 years ago. Or
from 11
years. Yeah, at the end of this month it'll be 11 years.
And Punk just eliminates fucking both of them.
This was pretty Straight Edge Society Punk, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he gets all the shit for being arrogant and cocky and whatnot. He did everything to back that up, though. He did everything.
Easily.
He backed it up 1,000%. And
easily.
I mean, just like everyone else, he's still got his haters, and there's still people that say he's not one of the best because he's not spoken about in the same breath as Hogan, Austin, Flair, or any of the Attitude Era.
Well, he didn't have the opportunity.
No, he was given some opportunities, but he never got that big push to get those long. Well, he got the long run, but to get those numerous runs to stay on top.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Because everyone here's the thing about wrestling, the generational wrestling fans. And they always make this comparison. The people that are big now, and they'll always say, well, they would have never made it in, for example, the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Like the people that, like Roman, like people say, well, Roman would have never made it in the Attitude. He would have just been another guy. I mean, that's true, but it's all circumstantial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what they would have been writing for him and what he would have been able to do. You don't know that.
Not even that, but it's changed so much that, I mean, could you say that some of the biggest names of the Attitude Era would have still gotten over now, not having the track record that they did? Like, yeah, if The Rock were to show up now, or Austin were to show up now, not knowing who they were, would they get over in this era?
The Rock would.
Yeah, I think The Rock definitely would.
I think The Rock would, just because if he were to say he were to do the flip-flop and he was an actor in Hollywood and then came, I mean, people would know him. And he would still have the same, he would still, but
even without that, honestly,
yeah, but
that all he has to do is walk to the ring and eviscerate somebody. And he,
with The Rock?
Yeah.
That was never The Rock's thing, though. He never eviscerated anybody.
Yeah, Coachman's entire career was based around The Rock eviscerating him.
Oh, I thought you meant a wrestler.
No. Like
The Rock never came out. He was more of a verbal evisceration.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, all The Rock needed to do was come out, get on the mic, and eviscerate somebody on the mic.
Dude, I saw a picture today of Great Khali when he was, I guess he was a bodybuilder or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was absolutely jacked. If they would have got him at that time period, I think they would have had something special.
I don't know. I think the biggest thing that hurt him was the fucking not being able to get up. Like, he couldn't hit the ground.
Yeah, but I think being younger, he would have been able to do that. In that heyday of when he's in the best shape of his life, he would have been able to get up.
Well, he also suffered from the same thing that, like, Andre and Big Show suffered from, didn't he?
Giant man syndrome?
Yeah.
How tall was he?
Ali?
This is the friggin' one where Beth Phoenix comes in?
Mm-hmm.
7'1" he's billed at. So technically he's 7'1". Oh, isn't this when they were doing the dating angle?
Where she kisses him.
Yeah, and that's how. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think she plays that to fuck with Edge?
He forgets to bring home eggs, and all of a sudden the 2010 Royal Rumble pops up on the TV.
This is queued up, like, as soon as, like, this is always queued up at all times.
I mean, theoretically, by that thought process, couldn't Maria do that to Mike Bennett with Cena?
Yeah.
And Zack Ryder? And Carl Anderson? And
Wait, who is this?
Maria Kanellis.
She kissed all of them?
Speaking of the devil, Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
There was the whole storyline that Maria was Zack's girlfriend, and she cheated on him with John Cena while Zack Ryder was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh God, I do remember that. Was that during the U.S. Was that during the U.S. title run?
It might have been.
Because I remember Kane messing him up when he was in the wheelchair.
Yeah. And then, but yeah,
it might have been a different time.
And then Cena and Maria kissed, and that was the whole thing. Like,
Are they chanting CM Punk?
I don't know. I got muted.
No.
I think I remember who eliminates him too.
Who?
Who eliminates Punk?
Well, don't spoil it.
No, but
something that happened 10 years ago. Don't spoil it.
After
11 years ago, we already went over this. You missed it.
After everything that happened, like, it's just hilarious that it ends up like this.
Huh.
God, long hair.
That's when he was like kind of chunky trips.
Yeah.
He looks bloated.
Well, isn't it shortly after this that he tore his quads? And that's when he came back, ripped his shit?
Maybe.
When did he actually
It's all a big blur.
I thought he was more ripped before that.
God, man.
Oh, wait, no, that was way back. 2001, he did that.
Yeah. This is trips on the back nine.
Yeah.
He's at the
back nine. This is the fucking back 27 at this point.
No, because he still went another, what, 4 years after that?
I mean, technically, he won a Rumble like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
When Roman was going for the title. I mean, technically, he's still going. He never officially announced a retirement.
They never had a singles match, did they? These two.
Who? Hunter and
Punk.
Punk? I don't think they did.
Oh, look at this.
The Chosen One.
Oh, wow. Handpicked and then doomed.
Baby face. Clean shave. Doesn't look like the same person.
No.
Like at all. You can see it in the eyes. That's about it. Other than the eyes, he looks completely different.
Definitely smaller.
Oh, yeah. And his hair's lighter.
He must have got too much sun that day.
Well, like, his hair now is like black and a black beard. Like, it's like light brown, almost like dirty blonde there.
There goes Punk.
Yep. That's what I was saying. It's ironic who eliminates him.
Wait, did you just see him get eliminated like a second ago?
Yeah.
Blair?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Did you just see him get eliminated like a second ago?
Couple seconds ago. Like 5 seconds ago.
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah.
He just slapped the ring for me like 2 seconds ago.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 4.
No, you guys are. No, I'm at 6.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're like a second apart.
Yeah.
I think you talk about wasted.
Oh my
DiBiase,
God, yeah.
man. I mean, they had the good run with the legacy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I think he was like an alcoholic.
He had.
Oh, really?
I think he had more than alcoholism. I thought he had drug issues. Like he got addicted to painkillers.
I know he's like a born again or a minister or something.
I think he's a teacher now, isn't he?
I don't know about teacher, but I know he's like religious.
All this information we're throwing out there.
I have no idea.
And how much of it is actually fact, or what are we making up right now? How much of our ass are we talking out?
It just says he left due to family commitments and other business pursuits.
Well, how did he turn into a born again Christian?
Well, remember, his dad's very religious. He's born again.
Maybe his business pursuit was painkillers.
Oh my God.
What are you looking on Wikipedia?
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, Bill is sitting on the computer, so he can look up anything at any second.
Wikipedia don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Neither do we.
That's not true.
Oh yeah, he was arrested for DUI. After he got into an accident, he failed the field sobriety test.
You want to talk about wasted? There's your wasted. Morrison.
Yeah, even now, I don't want to see this hype man for Miz character that he is right now.
I wanted him because what was the whole angle they were running? It was Miz and Morrison versus Braun for the title, and if either of them won, it was Miz that won. So if Morrison pinned Braun, then Miz still won. Wasn't that the angle they were running?
Something like that, yeah.
I wanted Morrison to pin Braun and have that angle, those two going against each other.
Yeah. Because you wanted to see it's an easy storyline to buy into, and you know what you can get out of it with them two.
But he's
not only that, but Braun as champion was garbage because if he would have won the title when he wasn't like beaten, that would have made sense. They would have had their monster. He wouldn't have lost credit. But how many times he got beat when he shouldn't have? But he's not a champion anymore.
Morrison is only there because he's going to retire and he's collecting a paycheck. That's all this is. He doesn't care what angle he gets because he's getting paid. Because every other pursuit he's had, TNA or Impact, whichever, the steady paycheck, that was when they were having their rough patches where they weren't paying talent. Before that, it was Lucha Underground that disappeared. I mean,
I miss Lucha Underground.
He's just looking for a stable paycheck. Cool. He's just looking for a stable paycheck, and he'll do any angle that they want him to because he's getting paid consistently, and he's going to retire.
Is it just me, or am I only one that never really got Kane? I never thought.
I was just gonna say he's just underrated. I'm not a Kane fan. I think he's overrated.
Yeah, I just don't.
Dude, I'm never thinking the same thing. This is why we host a show together. Same thought process.
Producer's note. I don't know either of these two people.
I just don't like. Look, I get it. I get why he was great. Why he was he played his role. And the Undertaker's brother, there's no one who could have played it better and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think it got stale pretty quick, and him by himself was
No, him running the angle with Undertaker and Mankind and that when he was long-haired Kane, that was cool. Yeah. And then it lost fizzle.
Yes.
Okay, so then you get Kane and Mankind, then you get Kane and X-Pac with that whole thing.
And
then Kane stalking Lita. Kane attaching jumper cables to Shane McMahon's balls.
Nipples, but
nipples. Yeah, okay.
Well, all right. So you had that spot, but other for everything else you're reaching on, the best thing he did after the Undertaker Mankind, that all rolled into one. After that, the next best thing was Team Hell No. And that was a gap of, 15 years? And he was Corporate Kane, which I never thought worked.
I thought Corporate Kane was good when they...
I think Corporate Kane was him collecting a check.
Yeah. But he was good when they messed with him. Like when Corporate Kane was working concessions and shit. That was pretty funny.
But again, that's not a big deal, though. I mean, that's not in the ring. That's not. I mean, King was just. He seemed like. After his initial run, he seemed at best that he would be the mid card guy. Not running for main titles.
Less a mid card guy, and more so he was the gatekeeper to the main event. He was a main event gatekeeper. If you beat Kane, you deserve to go on to the main event.
Ooh.
Both of these guys still in WWE now. One of them leading probably one of the best factions on the main roster.
Yeah.
The best.
Actually, yeah, I'd say the best on the main roster.
The best. There is no
unless
no
you
else.
consider Bray and
No.
That's not. We completely glossed over that Cody Rhodes is even in this match.
That's because we can't. We're not obligated. We can't comment on that. He can't be mentioned.
Fine, we're working with WWE all the time.
This was before the face mask thing.
Yes.
This was before
this is still Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Rhodes Scholars over Legacy any day.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I agree.
Miz and Sandow was probably my favorite thing over the past decade.
I can't fucking wait for my Sandow t-shirt to come in. I'm so hyped for it.
I love Sandow. He was the best. I was so sad that he left and he never got that run, because everything that he did was great. When he first came out and he was the intellectual savior for the masses, that was fantastic. Watching my dad get so pissed off at him, it made it that much better.
Oh my God, Carlito!
And then he just got over as a face, like out of nowhere. He got over as a face, and then he went to Macho Mandow.
Yeah, with Curtis Axel. Being,
Axelmania.
Axelmania. Fuck, but he's but him recreating the things that happened to Miz, like the stunt double.
Oh
my God,
that was like the peak.
That was
like everything,
one of the greatest comedy angles in the history of wrestling.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It completely discredited Miz, but it was great.
Yeah, the Miz you didn't need to worry about that with Miz. Like you knew the Miz could build himself back up with his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having Sandow, do that, the Miz made a star without even having to wrestle him. Like,
look, it shows you how big Carlito was at the time when everyone's selling the double knees to the back.
Yeah.
Even Hunter sold the double knees to the back from Carlito.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know about
I can't believe that.
Does completely going limp count as selling?
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes sense.
All that for he just gave 42 backstabbers in the ring and then just got fucking one finisher done to him. Like,
yeah. The one thing I do like though about the Rumble when they're able to carry it on is like a storyline like that.
I was just thinking that.
They had MVP, get out of my head.
Dude, I was just thinking. I was just thinking
MVP and Miz carrying on the storyline.
I was just gonna say I miss when they were able to do storylines within the Rumble. It makes it so much better, not just random people throwing it. They don't do it. There was things that they did really well, and they stopped doing them, and that's why they catch shit. Like, they had the recipe. Like, they had it. They had the recipe, and they didn't know how to tweak it. They're like the freaking they're like the Eagles right now. They had the recipe, and then they tried to change it and fucked everything up. Now they're in the gutter.
Oh, Jesus.
I love version 1.
Twist of Fate. Side effect. Damn.
Would you stop doing that? Because I'm not there. You're a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, well,
it's like you're commentating it. I'm like, great. Now I know what the fuck's happening. Now I know what the fuck's happening.
I paused it for 2 seconds.
All right, get back in.
Kane's feet just hit.
Yeah, they just hit now. So you were still a little bit before me.
Cody Rhodes just punched Triple H.
Yes, and he did it again. And now he's into the ropes. Spinebuster.
Okay.
We're good?
All right.
Yeah, I might be like
everybody who's watching or listening to play-by-play.
We're trying to get caught up. I don't want Bill to be too far ahead.
My God.
Oof.
And there goes his quad.
Dude, I was just gonna call that he was coming out. I was just gonna call it before the timer hit.
Because you saw Triple H getting beat up. There's only one guy that can save him. I know he's coming.
No, I was just gonna say, what are the odds that when Michaels is gonna come out, and then all of a sudden the clock hit.
Michaels has got to save him. I need him to save him. Yay! You just popped as a small child.
Oh,
as a small child. It was 10 years ago.
That's why that looks familiar.
What?
That isn't that the gear that Shawn wears at 26 against Taker?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe.
Or very similar to it.
Wasn't that all white?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was similar.
You may be right. I don't know. I can't remember the types.
Because this was right before 26. This was the Rumble 426. Which had one of the greatest matches of all time.
Yep.
The chosen one of the WWE. Let's see just how chosen he is. Let's see because people, if they had the internet back then, he just got buried by two old guys. They never put anyone over.
So even back in 2010, they had the part-timers putting
yeah,
the older guys
these guys were
younger talent.
They weren't part-timers, but they were definitely past prime.
Well, this was
Big
Golden
Pop.
Shovel Triple H. This was bury everybody.
Big Pop.
Oh yeah. And sometime between now and the next year, he gets.
So Cena was over in 2010.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's when he was like getting into the big Super Cena.
This was Big Match John territory.
Yeah.
He just dropped him on his head.
And then, but then
Imagine
sometime
Triple H landed on your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had to
Well,
have killed.
sometime between this Rumble and the next Rumble is when he goes the 50-50 split. People turn on him this year. Because the next year, the Money in the Bank is him versus Punk in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, 50-50 in Chicago, and you're going against
Oh, no,
Punk.
he wasn't 50-50 in Chicago. He was 0 in Chicago.
Yeah.
That was one of the loudest crowds of all time when Punk came out.
Chicago is a different...
I think I just might have remembered who the final people are in this Rumble, the final four.
Is Taker one of them?
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure.
I don't think he's in this one, is he?
Unless I'm thinking of the last year's, like the year before this.
I don't think he's in this one.
Well, we'll find out, guys.
Yeah.
There's only 10 more to go.
because he was. I believe this is when he was having his surgery before 26. He had the hip surgery, I think.
Shelton Benjamin just cleared the ring with Shawn Michaels and John Cena. He cleared the ring, but took them both out.
And he's still wrestling.
Cleared the ring. How far ahead are you?
And so much for that.
Yeah.
Big match, John.
But that was, I think, well, Shelton also took one of the best Sweet Chin musics of all time. So
that is the craziest Sweet Chin music I've ever seen in my life.
You think that's crazier than when Adam Cole hits Ricochet when he does the moonsault?
No.
The line
no,
salt?
I said I didn't say super kick. I said Sweet Chin musics.
Yeah, you do know they're the same thing, right?
They're not the same thing because when Shawn Michaels is delivering it, it's Sweet Chin music. It's not a super kick. Completely different. Just like when Kevin Owens hits a stunner, it's not a Stone Cold stunner, it's a stunner. But when Stone Cold hits it, it's a Stone Cold stunner.
Yeah, but Sweet Chin music isn't the HBK Sweet Chin music or the HBK super kick.
Huh?
It's still a super kick.
Yes, but when it's patented and then it's the signature of a wrestler. Well, like it's the signature of a wrestler. That's what it is.
You imagine Shawn Michaels going in the office. I'd like to file a trademark for this. Sorry, this isn't even a physical thing. This is you throwing your leg in the air. I don't want anyone to be able to do this. I want to collect royalties every time someone throws.
He'd be a billionaire at this point.
Just trying to interject here. Did we just completely gloss over the fact that NJPW's Yoshitatsu was just in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
okay.
we glossed over it because the time we would have got to it, he would have already been eliminated.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. He's still wrestling too. He's in All Japan right now. Oh, Jesus.
So does he? How many times does he switch from heel to face in this match?
In this match.
Well, if you take each step that he took towards the ring,
heel,
divide it by 3.
Face. Heel.
What the fuck is Michaels doing? Like,
that's how you got to hold on to the big man. Up, face, heel.
Yep.
Face, heel, face.
Well, he couldn't have turned heel at that point because Cena grabbed his heel. What kind of Sweet Chin music bullshit was that? Damn. Oh.
Big Show was winded.
Mm-hmm. He was winded running to the ring.
Yeah, man. I never understood that because Boss Man did the same thing. Boss Man always fucking ran. By the time he got to the ring, he was drenched.
Mm-hmm.
He was done.
But then again, we can't use sweat as a determining factor because Big E looks at the camera and starts sweating. Like,
yeah.
Well, speaking of which, so does Mark Henry.
Yeah,
and he's got a little jog going. What's he doing? Yeah, he stopped. He's like,
fuck that. I'm done. I went from sexual chocolate to melting chocolate, just trying to run down to this ring.
Like, man, I keep running, and I want to be able to walk tomorrow. His knees would have buckled.
Let me guess. They eliminate each other.
Mark Henry should have beat Cena in that after that retirement speech.
Yep.
That's one of the best promos ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Super Cena. This is Big Show hitting the ropes 80 times. Oh, Jesus.
I love the storytelling of him trying to get him up. And eventually he's going to.
Speaking of absolute wastes.
Was he, though? Maybe the waste of a roster spot.
The most nonchalant clothesline ever.
I wasn't talking about them wasting him. I was talking about him being a waste.
Then I agree.
Look at that. Just absolute no power.
None. That's a 5'10" Shawn Michaels at like 200 pounds that he couldn't pick up.
He just... And there he goes. And the Big Show just tossed him off the roster.
What do you think about the guys that come in and get thrown right out? Do you think it's a waste?
Depends on what, like, the reasoning and like what you're building to. Like a Santino, you know what I mean? It's different.
It also depends on who.
You're trying to break a record.
It depends on who.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking
wow.
R-Truth.
But R-Truth eliminates the Big Show and Mark Henry.
Well, this was back when R-Truth was a serious character. And he's
talking about a guy that's gotten over in many different facets. He's one of them too.
Oh yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. He has to be.
Well, that's the other thing. How much of a favorite he is of Vince McMahon. Like, Vince McMahon loves him and thinks he's hysterical.
Yeah. Vince McMahon also knows he can wrestle, and that's the thing, and that's why he keeps getting the time. But, like...
He knows he's entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets that whole entertainment aspect of what Vince McMahon is trying to do.
Speaking of that, fast eliminations, one of my favorite moments in any Rumble was Truth sliding the ladder into the ring and climbing the ladder. Oh, my bad. One of the best moments in the Rumble. Oh, Jesus.
It's Jake Hager.
Look at that face.
Dude,
I was just going to say that. Nice face.
Was he like terrified as he was running? Like he looked like he just saw like a tarantula like on the ramp.
To
and he was running away from
to me, it looked like the fat kid when the birthday cake comes out.
No, that was scared. That was like pure terror.
Do you ever think like the big time guys like Cena, Hunter, and Michaels and stuff like that, they ever look back and go, God, man, I had to sell for that guy? Like, just like not Hager specifically, but anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Just at any point.
No, because at some point, people that big are going to sell for everybody.
Yeah.
Because the only way to get other people over is to get the over people to put them over. And plus, I'm sure they cry themselves to sleep on their giant piles of money. So
I'm not saying it bothers them. I'm just saying.
He was just saying, like, jokingly, do you think they go to each other and be like, God, you remember that fucking suplex you took that you had to sell for such and such?
Exactly. Yeah, just like shit where they're like, yeah, I definitely should have sold for that.
Well, I mean, theoretically, Bryan lost to Sheamus in 18 seconds.
Ooh.
Another guy who's still here. 11 years.
Yep. This was Jamaican Kofi.
Yep.
Wait, was this around the time that him and Randy had the Intercontinental stuff going on?
Man, I don't know. Wow.
It was right after. November 30th.
It was they did the storyline then the Rumble, is what you're saying?
Yeah, November 30th was when he got jumped by them. On October 26th, Kingston began a feud with Randy Orton, and then this Rumble was right after it. And this was the beginning of Kofi, Kofi does awesome ways to avoid being eliminated.
He doesn't do that in this one?
He does. I think this is one of the first ones.
So this is one without a surprise, I guess. Right?
I don't know. What are we at?
28? Jericho's 28.
29 and 30. I'm thinking 30's Taker. So us not knowing what's going on, Bill, unless Bill, don't guess. Who do you think's 29 and 30?
Well, I mean, you already said you think Taker's 30, so I'm going to say Taker's 29. 30.
Well, I don't think we've seen Jeff Hardy yet.
I know who it is, so
don't say it. Yeah, I'm going to say Taker at 29 and Hardy at 30.
Is this before or after Michaels and Jericho run that feud?
After. No. Yeah. Has to be after. Yeah.
It's way after because this is the end of
Michaels retires.
Career.
Yeah.
He retires at this Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do anything crazy.
Yeah, so it must be the next one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh. Didn't think about him.
This is his comeback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a surprise.
That's the surprise entrant. That's when he Because
wait, does he win this then?
Do you want me to answer that truthfully?
No. No.
All right, well, I'd pick Edge to win.
You're such a piece of shit.
As if people that are watching are like, oh, he doesn't fucking win, you idiot. It's happened 11 years ago.
We can't fucking remember this long back.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. It happened 11 years ago.
No spoilers. Remember when he did the fucking, what was it, the execution, the Impala DDT?
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Crowd is electric right now.
I'm going to need to rewatch this with sound later. Like, turn the volume up. Last chance guesses, number 30.
Taker.
Nope. No.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. One of the best spine busters of that era.
He's another one I was never just like, I was like, yeah, he's just another big guy. I don't care.
I was actually at the SmackDown where he had to give up the title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not the one he quit at, was it?
He gave up the title because he was injured.
Is that the one he's in the wheelchair?
No. He walked out
okay.
and was like, I got an injury. I have to give up the title. So they had a battle royal to find out who would be the next champion. And it was when Kurt Angle returned. Kurt Angle returned from injury to win it. He was a surprise entrant.
Gotcha.
And he won the title. I still have pictures from that. Because I got pictures of me out front with the trucks. And I got a picture with Hillbilly Jim that night.
Hillbilly Jim.
It random, but
just a little bit.
There was a bunch of people walking around with like copies of the titles and stuff, and they were like official kind of stuff, and they were like charging $5. You got a picture with Hillbilly Jim and the title. Like,
not one of his best elbow drops.
No.
Yeah, this is like hair really thin in Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like you use way too much hair product for an extraordinary amount of time, Michaels.
Yeah.
And now your hair's just leaving you. So this is the final four, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Money's still on edge. Well, I forget. It very well could be Cena.
It's horrible that we forgot this.
Not really. We're human. My money might not be on edge anymore. Oh, wait. It's back on edge.
What are you, Jerry the King Lawler? Now back on edge.
Well, once he got super kicked back into the ring, I took that back. Random question I was thinking about earlier, not to tie into this. Who do you think as a wrestler, who do you think has the best back catalog?
As far as matches?
As far as like the amount of people that they worked. Like
so Taker, I'm sorry, just looking at this, Taker had to be the champ because Michaels is so upset because he had to win to face Taker. So Taker has to be the champ at this point. And then doesn't he cost Taker at Elimination Chamber?
Maybe, yeah.
And then Taker's forced to. That's how the second match happens.
Maybe.
Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that's exactly what the storyline is. That's why he's so fucking upset. But anyway, best back catalog. This goes back to, I forget where we heard it. We heard a question where someone said if you could only watch one person's catalog, who would you pick?
Yeah.
Could only watch one, or who had
the
most and best people that he wrestled?
Yeah. Well, of course.
Because that's two different questions. Because
if you're watching a Shawn Michaels catalog, of course you're getting Bret Hart, you're getting Jericho, you're getting Taker, all in his catalog, but just from his career on. And that's it.
What I'm saying is, who do you have the biggest like variety? Like who worked? Like, because I'd be hard pressed not to say someone like AJ Styles.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
because you get Styles, you get Bullet Club Styles, you get TNA Styles, you get WWE where he worked Rollins and Daniel Bryan and people like that. I mean,
true.
Someone with an impressive back catalog that has worked like a variety of different people.
See, I was going to say
who I would choose?
A variety of
people. Go ahead, Bill.
Variety of
Go
people?
Ahead, Bill.
Brooklyn Brawler.
No, variety of fucking farm animals.
Brooklyn Brawler. He literally faced everybody from in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but that's it. You're limited. Yes, he did.
Yeah, but I want quality, not just fucking.
Well, I'm saying that's why I said it's two. Who would I rather watch, or who had the most variety? Because it's two different questions. Brooklyn Brawler had the most variety, but I'd rather watch somebody else.
The mark in me would want someone big, like someone like a big time, long career. But I also think out of the box, I would pick Bubba Ray Dudley.
And there it is.
Money's on Edge, baby.
Good call. Good call when he came out at 29.
You trying to discredit my pick?
If you do Bubba Ray Dudley, you got ECW, you got WWE, including the fucking amazing tag team matches. Then you got him going to Aces and Eights with TNA with Aces and Eights. Then you got him in Ring of Honor. Like, you got him all over the place.
Him and Devon won the IWGP tag titles too. So you got New Japan.
And Japan.
That's actually a really good pick. Picking a tag team wrestler that went singles but was more known for tag team. Not a bad choice. I do love me some good tag team wrestling.
Yeah. But then you still get some singles when he goes to Impact.
Yeah, TNA.
And Ring of Honor as well.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good Rumble. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
There was a lot of good people like that, and a lot of them are still around today, so that was nice. At least there's, familiarity. I got it.
Well, there's also familiarity due to Edge coming back.
Yeah.
And there's the point.
Yep. Got to point at the sign.
Always make sure you point at the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda did that like 45 times in one standing.
Say what you will about Ronda Rousey, she would be an immense help. Like, she brings legitimacy and notoriety. Like, she was just starting to sink into that heel role. And if that would have kept carrying on, she would have been huge.
If she could handle the crowds booing her,
I think that's
the point.
Yeah.
If she would have stuck around and been around COVID, she would have skyrocketed.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Well, I think that about does it. That wraps it up. Rumble's over. Right? That was quick.
57 minutes.
I mean, it didn't feel that long.
No, this is like the cool way to watch old wrestling now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it through Zoom, so we're not just sitting here and watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe next week, if we don't have a show, we could just, force Joe to watch Dragunov versus Walter, so that he'll actually see this damn match, so we can actually talk about it.
That's a good.
We could do that next week on Twitch.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Dragunov Walter on Twitch next Tuesday night.
All right. Should we bid everyone adieu?
I guess so. Since it's not just us talking, and we are talking to the actual episode. So
leave it to me. Leave it to me to rein us in.
I know, right? That never happens. So we hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you watched along and forgot as much as we have forgot. And we hope you enjoyed, and join us on next Tuesday when we watch Dragunov versus Walter and Joe finally sees it for the first time. So we hope you enjoyed.
I'm gonna really fuck with you and watch it like right after this, so that way.
No, don't do that, because I want to see your reaction to how hard hitting this match really is.
All right, I guess that's something we could do.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be talking to you very soon.
Later.